Sevilla's roller coaster journey. Caparrós returns amidst chaos. As the clock struck 2 on Palm Sunday, the vibrant streets of Seville came alive with the rhythmic procession of religious brotherhoods, marking the beginning of Holy Week. Amidst this backdrop, a familiar figure made his way into the city at Santa Justa Station. Joaquín Caparrós, now 69 and a 5-year survivor of leukemia, stepped off the train clad in a gray cardigan and blue jacket, his slightly manic smile revealing both his frailty and his unwavering connection to Sevilla. With a coaching history that spans 3 separate tenures, Caparrós is back for a 4th time, embodying the hopes of many. "My face is a reflection. It says it all," he remarked, pausing at the corner, scanning for the car that would take him to his new challenge. Caparrós arrived alone, but he was not just a man. He was a beacon of hope for a club in turmoil. Just 2 days prior, Sevilla had suffered a disappointing 1-0 defeat against Valencia. In a moment of desperation, manager Xavier Garcia Pimienta had vowed to stand by his players until the end of time. Yet he didn't even last through the weekend. The club's president, José María del Nido Carrasco, had declared a need for unity with the coaching staff, but by Saturday, the coaching staff was dismissed, and Caparrós was already on speed dial. He now becomes the 8th coach in less than 3 seasons, a testament to the club's instability. From the moment the president hinted at Garcia Pimienta's future, it was clear that the end was near. A telling moment occurred after Sevilla's 2-1 victory over Real Valladolid in September, when Del Nido announced a long-term vision for the club, expressing unwavering faith in the coach and players. In a carefully staged event, he gathered the squad in the dressing room, some players lounging on benches, while others occupied treatment tables. With cameras rolling, he proclaimed that Garcia Pimienta's contract would be extended until at least 2027. This announcement came just 2 months into his tenure, following a win against a struggling Valladolid team. However, the decision to extend his contract was reportedly made before any victories were secured, a move that seemed more about optics than substance. Del Nido insisted it was a unanimous decision, a show of confidence in the coach and the team. Yet, with just 7 games left in the season, Garcia Pimienta found himself out of a job. This bizarre turn of events reflects a club in disarray, embroiled in internal conflict and financial distress. Fans are calling for the board's resignation, and the ownership battle rages on. Garcia Pimienta was the 6th coach in 2 years, and his brief extension was an attempt to project stability in a club teetering on the brink of collapse. It was a desperate message, perhaps best illustrated by Garcia Pimienta's cheeky interruption of Del Nido's speech, joking about the mixed feelings in the room. Now, after a string of 4 consecutive losses, Sevilla finds itself languishing in 14th place, perilously close to the relegation zone. This is not the trajectory anyone expected, especially considering just 3 years ago, Sevilla was a serious contender for the league title. The glory days seem like a distant memory, overshadowed by financial woes and mismanagement. Monchi, the club's former sporting director, acknowledged that ambition led to holding on to players longer than necessary in pursuit of league titles. The loss of European football, compounded by the pandemic, has taken a toll, leaving the club with over €300 million in debt. The once thriving model of player sales has faltered, and the squad's quality has diminished. Under Victor Orta, who took over as sporting director, the club saw a mass exodus of 14 players this summer. Key sales included Youssef En-Nesyri for €19.5 million and Lucas Ocampos for €7.2 million, but most of the money went towards servicing the debt. The new signings, mostly free transfers, have yet to make a significant impact, and the club's financial constraints have left them with the lowest salary cap in the league. The rapid turnover of managers has also been costly, with claims of €24 million spent on payoffs in just 2 years. Julen Lopetegui was dismissed early in the 2022-23 season after a successful run, while Jorge Sampaoli's return was met with skepticism. José Luis Mendilibar managed to save the club and win the Europa League, but he too was let go shortly after. The cycle of hiring and firing has left the club in a state of depression, with calls for a fresh start. Garcia Pimienta, who previously worked with Barcelona B, was tasked